Hello friends, my name is Mindy Grace. You're on my channel Girl of a Different Era. I am super excited for today's video as it is the first in my series of How to History Bound. Specifically how to history bound Regency. 1790s to 1820s, Jane Austen, Bridgerton, it's classics, right?
Okay, so history bounding is basically taking elements from your favorite era in history and incorporating them into your modern wardrobe. Yeah, it's that simple. Thanks, A Girl of a Different Era, for not explaining. Don't mind her.
So let's just get right into it. What does it look like, How exactly do we history bound it into our modern wardrobe? Now, to keep it simple, I'm just going to break it into kind of three things that we're going to be looking at. What I like to do is I like to look at the era and see what stands out of it. And for me personally, what stands out for Regency is definitely the empire waists. They're like this high. And also Regency has some really lovely hairstyles, and I think every decade has hairstyles that are unique, and it's a really good way to history bound by using those hairstyles and even just dressing totally normal. And third, Regency also has some really good shoes, really nice slippers, flats, type of shoes that you could just easily pick up from a thrift store. So first off, let us start with these empire waists. And here is a great example, and also here and right here. Look at those lovely dresses, right? How epic is that? Okay, so how do we kind of find empire waist dresses, and how do we put them into a wardrobe? Now, some people say, oh, those are weird dresses, only pregnant ladies wear them. That's not true. That is totally not true, so don't believe it when they say it. And also, there are some places it is not hard to find it at all. Just go to Amazon if you want. Search empire waist dresses. Just go even to Google. Type in high-waisted dresses. Hit search, and there's a lot of great, awesome ideas out there to buy, to purchase. Also, thrift stores, I always recommend going there, checking it out, kind of seeing what they have. And I found some really cute, just by searching around for not very long, maybe 5 minutes, I found some really cute modern high-waisted dresses that totally have that Regency vibe. And like, look at this one, like how absolutely amazing is that? Like seriously? And we have this one. I mean, look at those sleeves, that skirt. It's just going, hey guys, I'm cute, wear me. So those are just great ideas, and I will leave some links below that I come across and recommendations for you. Also, there's online thrift stores. I've heard only really good reviews about ThredUp, and I bet they would be worth checking out, seeing if they have any high-waisted dresses. So first, we've got that one down. That isn't going to be too hard to incorporate into your wardrobe. Maybe you're like, yeah, I like dresses, but they're really not my thing all day, every day. There's also high-waisted shirts. So these are a little more particular because you really don't want to make it look like pregnancy, but you can find some really cute ones, like kind of the peasanty cottagecore look, like right here. You could totally find the right ones and just wear those with a pair of jeans. It's totally a thing. And so that kind of figures out what our first method is. And I feel like that is one of the biggest things you can do to look Regency, is those high-waisted dresses, because it is so, totally what people think. I mean, there were other eras who had that, but it was like way back in time type of thing. Okay, so there we have number one down, our biggest number one thing. And number two, what we mentioned is the hairstyles, right? And oh my goodness, I just fell in love researching these Regency hairstyles. They're so beautiful, they're so pretty. I was just like, man, they are gorgeous. I totally want to try some now. Like, I mean, my thing is like vintage, but I'll totally try some of these. So first off, let's look at some paintings and some original hairstyles. Like this absolutely gorgeous one that you can see on the screen here. I'm giving it the full screen because It is gorgeous. I mean, look at the detail. There's all these pretty pearls in it and decorations. Oh, it's gorgeous. And then, you know, we have this one. Look at this. Like, how pretty is that, right? That is just so nice. And again, this one. And we see a lot of updos. In fact, Regency, you don't really see any hair that's totally down. And that's kind of a thing with history, especially the 1800s. No one really wore their hair like completely down, maybe partially down, but that's not even really seen in Regency much. Also, a very fun footnote, pixie cuts. Pixie cuts was actually kind of a thing in the Regency era. So if you have really short hair, girl, this is totally your style. You can rock it. And now a lot of these also look kind of complicated, and that's kind of immediately what we find when researching any era. So you want to find simpler hairstyles, something like this. As you can see on the screen right now, it's, you know, it's simpler, more just like a classic bun with a few little decors on it, you know, like braids and stuff. And that's kind of what we want to look for. Find something simple to begin with, unless of course you're really great at hairstyling, and go ahead and try the harder ones. But to begin with, even going with just taking essence from it and, you know, going with a bun in your hair and then maybe like a fun way to bring the braids back. And we also see in Regency, which you've seen as portraits, there's like a lot of like curls in front. This is a bad example, but you know, there'll be like the curls in front. So you can totally, when you do your bun updo, totally leave like a little wispy or two little, like, and then curl them with a curling iron, and they'll look really cute. So just find something simplistic. There's also some fun tutorials, and I'll link some good ones if I find them, but also just like some blog tutorials and sort of modern people redoing them for Regency reenactments and stuff. And just here are some good ideas, and I feel like these are inspired totally from the Regency era. And you'll find even some hairstyles that might be labeled wedding, because weddings a lot of updos, so totally taking inspiration from wedding pictures is another idea. Okay, so we've sort of got the hair down. For the simpler days, you know, just go with a bun and then embellish it and just go with what you want. Check out those hairstyles. It's really fun. And think of what we've got so far. Really cute. We have this high-waisted dress and this like cute bun with some wispies and like a braid going up to it. Like, you can picture it, right? Now, the last point I want to make is definitely the shoes. As I mentioned before, Regency shoes are actually pretty simple. They're more like flats, sometimes even look more like slippers. Really funny. And here are just some extant examples. Like, look at these really cute ones. And then we have these like embroidered ones. Like, how funny is that? And of course, like this pair, you know, it's simple and it's sweet. And, you know, with shoes, you can just easily see that at this point. You're like, oh, I have flats in my closet that could be. And you could totally take a pair of flats and, like, decorate them up if you wanted. And if you have some extra money, there is some companies, you know, like Historical Reproduction Shoes and American Duchess, of course, is one of those. I've not gotten any shoes from them yet, but you better believe I am planning to sometime. And they have some really cute Regency flats. And I think they even put out some new ones after Emma 2020 came out, which was fun. So just kind of the whole flat idea, you can get them from thrift stores, online stores, or historical stores, depending on what your budget looks like. A fun thing about getting historical shoes, I don't know, I just find that really fun. So that's totally an idea. But dressing up, whatever shoes you have is great. And how fun, right? You know, we have a high-waisted dress, we have a really cute classic updo, and then we have our shoes. And we can just totally put those together, and you don't strictly have to do that, of course. These are just ideas, and I just want you to sort of take inspiration from them. And as with anything, when you start doing it, you'll kind of find what you love in particular, what makes you feel, you know, okay, you know, what makes you feel really Regency, really Jane Austen. And of course, you know, there's other beautiful things about Regency, like the jewelry that's worth checking out. There's really cute bonnets and turbans, which is another just really fun thing. So there's lots of other faucets. I just touched on 3 to keep this video kind of making sense and not going on and on forever, and just giving, you know, a beginner just like an idea of like, oh, okay, now I kind of know what to look for. And especially with spring coming up, warmer weather, we're all kind of looking for that summer wardrobe. And 2022 spring for you could be Regency. How cute. Okay, I hope this video made sense and it wasn't like me babbling on, and I hope you feel inspired, even if Regency isn't your thing, to give it a chance and maybe just try it out for fun. If you do, please let me know, and I'd love to see any of your creations. So if you post something on Instagram, please tag me and let me know if you post like a Regency themed outfit. Also, leave me a comment if you have any other questions, maybe about some of the things I didn't go over very well. Totally leave me a comment and I'll be very happy to clarify. Okay, well, all that being said, I want to keep this video a watchable length, and I want to thank you for sticking around and watching my first how-to history bound. Please stay tuned for my next one, which I plan hopefully will be coming out in the near future and will be about another era. So if Regency isn't your thing, stick around for the next one. Okay, ladies, thanks so much for watching. See you next time on my channel, where we're making our story history, one creation at a time.